Hello, what's going on guys, it's Afraidnot and I'm bringing you another episode of our weapon guide. Today we'll be covering the MX4. MX4 is a submachine gun, it's the first gun in the engineer loadout, and the first pro tip I can give you about this gun is learn the maps. Learn the maps before you even think about using it. Now, when I first picked up this gun, I didn't really know the maps at all, to be honest, and I had a really tough time with it, and I was cursing, and I thought, nope, this gun is absolutely useless. But once you learn the maps, you actually can do very well with this gun. Just like every submachine gun, you need to stick to the close quarters areas, tight corridors, and just generally small areas of the map where you know you're going to be facing people at very close quarters. The MX4 boasts a high damage for a submachine gun, and it's got a rate of fire of 830, so it's quite significantly more than what the ARs we've already covered in this series. But because it's a submachine gun, you would always come to expect that a high rate of fire generally hasn't really got high damage in general terms. The recoil on this gun is manageable, it's actually quite good. I didn't think so at first when I first started using the gun. As I said, I thought that the gun was useless at first, but I wasn't really using it properly the way I should be using it. But to be perfectly honest, as you can see in this gameplay, on this map, the submachine guns isn't really something that I would use, to be perfectly honest. And if you look at this clip, look, even slow mode, look at that, bang, see you later, double kill. I also done the indecent childish thing of giving him a little tea bag as well. Anyway, getting back to the video, I found that this map, I think it's called Parcel Storm, I think, but yeah, this map in particular, I found the submachine guns really good to use. I don't really know why. I don't think it's got many tight quarter things, but you can sort of stick to the middle of the map, and especially at first this map, because you've got high sort of windows where a lot of people like to sit. But after a while in this map, when I played this game, the whole map was just completely on the floor by the end of the game. It made it better because it made more tight spaces throughout the middle of the map, and maybe utilise this gun really to the way I should have used it. Right, let's talk attachments. The red dot sight for me was an absolute must. I didn't like the iron sight. I know that when you start using this gun you've already got, I think, a red dot sight with it, but I took off the red dot sight just to see what it was like with the iron sights, and I really didn't like it. Just something about it, I just didn't feel like my aim was on point or anything like that. I think I showcased it in the beginning of this video, so if you want to rewind and have a look, yeah, my aim just wasn't really there with the iron sight. So the red dot sight for me was a must. The grips, I tend to use the stubby grip. That's something new. I know that in my last video I kept saying I'll probably use the angled grip with everything because that's what really worked for me, but the stubby grip worked for me for the MX4. So yep, that's one recommendation that I would recommend. And also the muzzle brake I found really handy with this gun. I think you have to unlock it after just 50 kills with it, but again, that's something that I would really recommend putting on this gun because it just made me win gunfights a lot better. I tended to drop people a hell of a lot better when I used the muzzle brake. Unfortunately, the MX4 has only got two fire modes. It's the fully automatic and the semi-automatic. No burst fire with this, so that's unfortunate. I quite like the burst fire attachment, but yeah, no, only the two for this gun. And one more thing I will say about the MX4 is that hip firing is king. I found that hip firing really works well for me, so don't be afraid to hip fire with this gun. Anyway, that brings us towards the end of the video. Would I use this gun again? Probably not. I've used submachine guns that I personally think are better. I will cover them in later on episodes, but if you enjoyed, please leave a rating, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.